This is my desk, where I do some hardware testing and filming. It's not much. It's kinda small, kinda cheap, and it's not a standing desk like my main desk. I don't really like it. So today I'm gonna give my hardware testing and filming set a bit of an upgrade. Oh yeah. Hello, hi there, how you doing? I'm TechDweeb, welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video. I'm a stand-up guy, and I don't mean that I'm an honest and straightforward man of good character. I'm not tooting my own horn here or anything, and I don't mean that I do stand-up. I only tried that once and it did not go well. I got heckled, and then I cried on stage. It was pathetic. I mean, I'm actually literally a stand-up guy. I stand up. My main desk, where I work, where I edit videos, where I do my gaming, it's a stand-up desk. Well, it's more of a stand-up shelf than a desk, actually. But I don't sit all day long. I stand, and I love it. But this desk, the desk where I do hardware testing and filming, it's not a stand-up desk. It's one of those sit-down desks, or just a desk, I guess, a normal desk. I can't stand here, obviously, so I have to sit down when I work here, which is okay. I don't spend a ton of time here, but I'm spending more and more time here as I make more and more videos. And I'd love to be able to do this stuff, hardware testing and filming, while standing, but I'd also like to be able to sit if I need to. And that's where this comes in. In these boxes is what I hope will be my new desk. It's the Anthrodesk. It's a programmable standing desk with an electric motor that you could use to go back and forth between sitting mode and standing mode. The company that makes this, Anthrodesk, they reached out and asked if I'd be interested in testing out any of their products. And I was immediately like, heck yeah, I would. Isn't it freaking awesome when that happens? Like when you need something and then the universe just provides it for you. Karma, man. I must be doing something right. Actually, I was pleasantly surprised to learn that this is a Canadian company. They're based out of Toronto, and their products seem great. At first I thought they were just gonna give me a discount or something, but they actually sent me the whole thing. So thanks for that. But as always, I told them that I'd only accept it if I could give my honest feedback on it, or I wouldn't bother showing it to my audience, and they were a-okay with that. So that's what you're gonna get today. But spoiler alert, I don't have much negative to say. And if you check out their Amazon page, you'll see that they have a ton of positive reviews. Everybody loves this thing. Oh, by the way, the Anthrodesk is just the base of the desk, just the legs and the support and the motor mechanism, all the stuff underneath. You need to add your own top, and you can use it with any desk surface, which you could just buy on Amazon. So I got this real wood reclaimed elm tabletop, and it is freaking beautiful. I'm so glad that I got a nice desk surface, because this is going to be the background to lots of my videos. Oh, I hope you like the new look actually, which you'll see at the end of this video. But the base of the desk, this is the important part. That's what makes this a standing desk. But is it any good? Well, I don't know. It's just a pile of stuff right now. So let's freaking get this thing set up and see what it can do. Oh my god, I'm so excited, you guys. While I set this up, I figured it would be a good time to talk about standing desks in general and why I stand. It started with health, actually. A good many years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, I guess. I was super unhealthy. I didn't exercise, ever. I ate like crap. My favorite food was cheesies, and my favorite drink was non-diet root beer. I was overweight, I was sore, I had a bad back, and I felt like total garbage. My posture was terrible. I was constantly hunched over like a gargoyle. I was slow, I was tired, I was sweaty. So sweaty, you guys. You have no idea. And then I had a bit of a scare one day when I was having chest pains, and my doctor sent me to the emergency room, and my blood pressure was super high, and I came to the realization that I need to freaking do something about my health. I had no idea about exercise, nutrition, healthy lifestyle, none of that stuff. Until then, I was convinced that I didn't actually care about my health. And then suddenly, when it actually mattered, I was like, oh, crap. I messed up. So I geeked out about health stuff for a while. I learned a little bit about nutrition, learned about exercise, and now I'm happy to say that I'm the healthiest I've ever been, thank you very much. So why am I telling you all that? Well, because one of the things that I learned when I was trying to get a handle on my health was how bad sitting is for you. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Sitting a lot is actually terrible for your health. So I figured since I'm sitting in front of my computer all freaking day, why not turn that into something a little healthier and stand up? Initially, I did a DIY setup to turn my regular desk into a standing desk. It was like just a piece of wood with some books holding it up. And that actually worked. It totally got the job done for a while. At first, I could only stand for like 15 minutes at a time. My knees and my feet would start to hurt, and my back was so messed up, probably from years of sitting too much. So I'd have to take lots of sitting breaks. I had a stool that I'd use for this so that I didn't have to keep switching my desk back and forth, but by the end of the day, I'd usually be too tired and sore even to use that, and then I'd convert the desk back to a sitting desk for my 1 a.m. World of Warcraft sessions, but I got better at standing as the days went on. I stuck with it, slowly standing for longer and longer, sitting less and less, and eventually, after I don't know, like 6 months, a year, I was standing full time, no sitting at all. And did it do anything for my health? Freaking totally. This was around the time that I was losing some weight, and standing actually does burn more calories than sitting, so that definitely helped. My blood pressure got better, basically everything got better around this time. And the main things that I fixed that I attribute entirely to standing is my bad back and my posture. My back problems are basically gone at this point. I thought I'd never have a good back, but I feel like I do now. And I've had people in my life comment on how much better my posture is. I'm not hunched over like a gargoyle constantly anymore. Did standing alone fix all those things? Well, I don't know. I'm not a freaking health scientist guy, but there's no way it didn't help. I could say that with confidence. I'm not trying to show off or fat shame or anything like that, or convince you that you're doing something terrible if you don't stand. You do you, buddy. I'm not gonna judge. I just wanted to share my experience, what I've learned, and what has helped me. But most importantly, the reason that I still stand and why I'm telling you about standing and why I'm building this new standing desk is because I love it. I feel great while I'm standing. I'm more productive, I'm more focused, I even have better coordination. I stand all day long. I game while I'm standing, I work while I'm standing, I play with toys while I'm standing, I draw while I'm standing, I edit videos while I'm standing. I have a stool that I'll pull up if I get tired. Maybe I'll sit for like 10 minutes a couple times a day, but I'm standing most of the time, like 95% of the time. I'm a stand-up dweeb. I'm standing right now, actually, while I narrate this video. So there you go. And that's my standing story, why I stand. So with all that out of the way, this desk is freaking done and assembled. It was actually very easy. It just needs to be put together like a Lego set or a piece of IKEA furniture, I guess, for the grown-ups in the audience. The base of the desk went together super easily, but attaching it to the wood tabletop was a bit of a pain, actually. I had to drill pilot holes for the screws. Anytime I have to get out a power tool, I get annoyed. I'm a tech dweeb, not a handyman stuff dweeb. Anyways, it's all together now and looking very nice indeed. The power is provided by a small power supply that plugs into the motor. Should we give it a test right now? Yeah, let's do it. Oh man, I'm so excited. Here we go. Aw yeah, baby. Aw yeah. I'll figure out the controls later. I just wanted to make sure it worked. Oh man, that's freaking awesome. Alright, let's get this set up. First, we gotta get the old desk out of here, so get rid of all this garbage. Eventually, I'd like to have this whole area, including like the shelves, all decorated up and built like a proper filming set, but that's a problem for later. And we'll get the new desk in there. It's very heavy. This base is actually really freaking heavy. Alright, and put back all the desk stuff, of course. A monitor, computer, keyboard and mouse, toys. Gotta have my toys. And I think I'm gonna have to come up with something for the cable management because those are gonna be hanging all over the place under the desk if I don't do something. And this is what I came up with. I just staple gunned some cable ties to the bottom of the desk. They sort of hold the cables up so that they're not visibly dangling. It's not the most elegant solution in the world, but it's what I could do easily today, so that'll be good enough for now. Alright, we're freaking done. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Well, it's a slow blast off, but we're blasting off. This thing is very high up, anywhere from 100 centimeters to 160 centimeters. That's like some amount of inches, 60 inches apparently. It basically goes up to belly button height for me, which is actually very high for a standing desk. It's higher than my main standing desk, actually. And one other thing that I love that I didn't even think about before is that changing the height to be perfect for sitting makes a ton of sense. My old desk, I guess, wasn't the perfect height because my chair wouldn't fit perfectly under the old desk, and it doesn't feel as good as this, but now the chair fits, and it feels great like this. It's super simple to operate. You can use the up and down arrow keys to change the height, and then there are 4 memory buttons. Hold one of those for a few seconds to store the height that you've set, and then press it to go back to that height at any time. It's super simple, but it works really well. So if I want to sit, I can sit. If I'm tired or feeling lazy, I can have myself a nice little sit, and then when I'm ready to get to work and crush it like a boss, I can stand up and tap a button, and there we go. I'm working and standing. How easy is that? At my main desk, I have a little standing pad that I use. That's one thing that I have found that I pretty much need while I'm standing and working for a long time for my feet. It's like a kitchen dish mat or something. I don't know. I got it at Costco. This is soft and squishy on my feet like a marshmallow. And I can work in my socks, which is awesome. I find that when I'm standing for a long time, I actually move my body quite a bit. I can kind of bounce on my knees and wiggle my hips or do a little dance every now and then. It's just generally a way more active state of being compared to how stationary you are when you're sitting. So I guess I should tell you what I think of the Anthrodesk. Well, I'll get the negatives out of the way first. The first is the price. I mean, it's a very high quality unit. It's built like a freaking tank. Every part of it is heavy, so you can tell they use thick, solid metal. But it's definitely a bit pricey at 500 Canadian loonies, which is like 375 USDs. So it's definitely a luxury item. It's not like a cheap desk, but if you need a convertible standing desk, you kind of gotta pay that because they're all expensive, really. Oh, but this company, Anthrodesk, they also make some cheaper things that let you turn your normal desk into a convertible standing desk. It's like a desktop version. So if a full motorized convertible standing desk isn't in the budget, then maybe check out one of their desktop units. Another negative is kind of nitpicky, but the screws they provided to install the desk surface are pretty poor quality. They're pretty soft. They stripped easily for me and were a bit of a pain to get into my real wood tabletop, but that's probably only going to be an issue if you're using a real hardwood tabletop like I am. And I definitely recommend drilling pilot holes if you're doing that. Still, I wanted to mention it because that's something that can be improved. Oh, and one more thing that I'd suggest to Anthrodesk, if you guys are watching, is that you include some cable management options for the power supply cord along the chair leg. The plug plugs into the desk near the leg, so it would be easy to include some cable tie anchors along the backside of the right leg or something, just so that we didn't have to have an unsightly cord dangling or deal with our own makeshift cable management options. And that's it. That's the end of my negatives. I love this thing. I'm freaking over the moon with my new desk. I keep coming back to it just to play with the up and down function. I wanted this as a standing desk for filming and hardware testing, but now I'm jealous that my main desk isn't as nice as this one. And it's going to be great for what I intend to do, for making videos for you guys. It makes it easy for me to work while standing, use hardware, do repairs or tinkering or whatever, and it's way easier to film. Look, this is what I'm doing to film right now. I don't have to have a waist height camera pointed down at a low desk anymore. I'm always bending down there. It can be way easier to work with. And I hope that you notice that in my future videos. And how nice is this surface? This is going to be the background for lots of my upcoming videos. It's replacing the cheesy old fake wood print veneer of my old desk, and I think this looks freaking beautiful. Anyways, that's it. That's the video. I wanted to show you how I work and tell you about the benefits of using a standing desk that I found from my personal experience, and show you the Anthrodesk because they sent it to me, and I wanted to show it to you guys to give them a shout out because it really is a great product, and they seem like a good company. And of course, I hope you like the new look for the video background, because you're going to be seeing it pretty often. And that brings us to the end. I hope that you found this enlightening, a little glimpse into my filming setup behind the scenes. If you like the look of the Anthrodesk and want to know more or pick one up, I'll include a link in the description below. And I'm curious, do any of you guys do the standing desk thing? Are you thinking about trying it? Any questions that I can answer for you? Just let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, click the thumbs up button if you like the video, or don't if you didn't. I don't care. That's it from me. I'm TechDweeb. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.